Hi, good afternoon, teasers. How are y'all doing this afternoon? How's your day? Hello there, Don. Hello, Allison. Hello, yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to see you guys this afternoon. Yes, I am very happy to see you guys. Um, Everybody's day going okay so far? Hey, yeah. She said, yeah. Everybody's day going okay so far today. Um, First, I want to just thank everybody for subscribing. Thanks everyone for supporting the channel. Thanks for liking the videos, and thanks for sharing the videos. It is very appreciative. I have my foot on this dresser here. Hi, Don. I love you so much. It's so great to see you. Thanks for windmilling for me too, guys. I really appreciate it. Um, I just learned that word actually on here, windmilling. I just love it. Windmilling. Lord, forgive me. I need not to say windmilling, right? I don't need to say windmilling. I don't need to say windmilling. So, yeah, I need to leave that out of my vocabulary, right? But I came on this afternoon rather, to give you an update of what's going on with the accident. I have two attorneys, one a criminal attorney, excuse me, and two an accident attorney. So the accident attorney basically wants us to go to therapy and things of that nature because she hit us from the back. The typical accident process. And then my criminal attorney was like, if they file, then what they're going to do is just turn me in and bring me right back out at the same time. So I'll be turned in and come right back out if the DA decides to go further with the case. So I would know something here very soon. He's looking into it. So you gotta lawyer up. You have to lawyer up. Yes, are you doing good? I'm doing much better. I am. Since I talked to the attorney, I am doing much better today. He's like, you don't have to worry. Don't worry. You know, he told me, do not worry. He said, it's basically assault, ma'am. So thank you for that. He assured me that things would go okay. So, we can't trust everyone. We can't trust all the attorneys, but, because what happened to the old girl? You see what happened to her. But this is a basic misdemeanor problem, most likely. And hopefully I can get past it. Hopefully I won't have to have a misdemeanor, you know, of assault, hopefully I won't, we'll see. But I would definitely keep you guys updated because, I just want y'all to know. And, I don't want no false narratives flying around. I'm here to tell you what's going on. Right? Right. I'm here to tell you what's going on. So, yes, the accident injury lawyer, he seemed like he's been pretty good. So we'll see. We start therapy tomorrow. I will have to go after work though, because I will be going to work. I don't give a damn. I have to get on a bus. I'm going to work because I have to work, you know. And like I said with the criminal, he said, we'll walk you in there, turn you in, and turn you right back out of there. So I was thankful for that. I was like, turn me in, turn me on out, because I have to get back with my kids, period. You know. Um, but otherwise, anyone have any questions or anything? Yes, we are feeling good. My kids are feeling good. I let them stay home today because I wanted to watch them to make sure that everything was kosher with them. I didn't, I just want to make sure that they were okay. Then we will all return to our normal day to day tomorrow. I just wanted to make sure my kids were fine. Uh, Otherwise, I'm just happy as normal. I'm doing okay. I was pretty worried last night. I thought they was gonna come in, and he was like, "No, we probably have to turn you in." So he'll let me know what's going on probably this evening, by this evening sometime. Uh, he's checking into it. But he said it's basically self-defense. When somebody spits on you, then you what? You may have to lay them down to the ground. And I'm sorry. I bust their teeth out. I'm very sorry about that. Um, but you kind of blank out when somebody spits on you. Especially if they're of other color. I'm just saying. I'm not racist or anything because I love everyone. Y'all know I love everyone. But when it's somebody that just, ma'am, no, it's not gonna happen, Captain. No. So I'm feeling really great, and like I said, I'm feeling really good that I have two attorneys. I'm just happy. I have to make sure that I am covered. I'm covered by the blood and I'm covered by my attorneys. Well, he'll just put it in their mind, steal the knowledge into their mind to take care of me. So I think I'll be good, guys. And I will fight it tooth and nail. Okay? Tooth and nail. Yes, I will. It was what we're here for. We have to fight. You have to fight to stay with your kids and make sure your life is going okay. So that's what I'm going to do. Period. You know. Um, let's see. I wanted to also talk about Rihanna. If you guys didn't have any questions, does anyone have any questions about the accident yesterday? About the car accident? Yes, my car's gone. It's totaled. And so I will have to get another car, guys. I will have to get another car some kind of way, you know. But I will be getting a cash car. Okay? Yes. No questions at all. Okay. Let's move on to the what? Cafeteria chat. Wait, I'm lost. Someone spit on you. Yes, Don, someone spit on me yesterday. I had a car accident yesterday, and the young lady who hit me spit on me. Yes, and she basically tried to talk to me like a Karen. And I protected myself. Okay? Yes, I protected myself. I had to defend myself. When spit hits your face, you go to what? Swing. And that's what happened. Period. So yes, that's what happened, Miss Dunn. My car's totaled. It's gone. So I hate that my car's gone. I really do. But it's materialistic. We can always get another car, guys, right? We can always get another car. Hi, Lisa. How are you, my love? Hi, Mina. We can always get a car. Hi, Coco. How are you? Yes, we can always get another car. So I do have two attorneys. They're working it out for me. So I'm very happy. Like I say, I'll be going process in and process right back out the door. The lawyer said. So he said, don't worry. We'll bring you there and we'll bring you right on back up out of there. So I love that. That's why it's good to have an attorney when you have a case. It's good to have an attorney. Because if you don't, if you have like what is it? A defender, one of those damn folks that work for the courts, you stuck out. A pretender, as they call them, right? I know the ward came out. Oh, yes, the fifth ward, the bloody nickel came out on her. Done. You already know, don't you? It did. The bloody nickel came straight out on her. And the officer can understand. She could understand. She said she hate that this happened. She really does. She said, but it's self-defense. She did spit. I said, yes, she did. And she got her teeth knocked out. So, you know, that's that. I just hate that I knocked her teeth out. But, like I say, when you spit on somebody, they have a tendency to break out and go get down on you. Yes, I'm feeling okay. My neck is on fire. It feels like if I could just pop it, it would be okay, you know. But I guess I'll let the therapist or whoever that is that's supposed to be seeing us, because we do have an attorney for the accident that's suing them, and they're sending us to therapy. So hopefully, once I get to therapy, they can fix my neck. Just break it. She break it and re-put it back together. That's how I feel. Break it, put it back together. You know, but otherwise, I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling very good emotionally. First, I was worried about the car when I woke up this morning, but then I was like, girl, don't worry about it. You'll get another car as long as your kids are okay. You good. As long as my kids are fine, I'm fine. I'm telling you. I don't have a problem with getting on the bus at all. I don't. Because you're going to do what you have to do for your kids, period. It goes for any mother. I remember I used to pack my daughter on my shoulders at night when I used to walk home from work, 12 o'clock at night. So, as a mother, it's natural. It's just natural for you to love your children unconditionally. And it's natural for you to do what you need to do for your kids. It's just natural, right, ladies? It's natural. It's called unconditional love. It's natural for you to go after somebody about your kids, right? It's natural. As a mama bear, it's natural. So, like I said, I'm not perfect. By far, I'm not perfect at all. And I don't want anyone on here to think that I'm perfect. I don't want y'all to think I'm perfect, and I don't want y'all to try to make me to be perfect. Let me be me. You know what I mean? That's why I love that term, free thinkers. You're free to think whatever the hell you want to think, and you're free to say your opinions. You are free to say your own opinions. I don't have time for the messy shit. I just want to be able to do my commentary as myself And I have a sailor mouth. I do. I do have a sailor mouth. I do. I have a mouth on me. And if you look at my previous videos, you'll see that I always say I have a what? Mouth on me. And I got a temper too. But we all have that, especially if somebody spits on you. Ma'am, I'm just saying, she's lucky. That's all I can say. You know, very lucky, you know, very lucky. But, I'm just myself, and that's any human being. Somebody spit on you, baby. You won't spit on nobody else. You would not spit on nobody else, at least for a little while. You would not. Trey here all day. Trey here. That's right. Oh, Trey, I heard that. Hi, first baby mama. How are you doing? Yeah, she spit on me and then tried to talk down on me. Baby, when that spit hit my fist hit those teeth out of her mouth. Okay? Yes. Bye-bye, teeth. Bye. She shouldn't have done that. And then you talk shit to me after you hit my car, ma'am. No, it's not going to fly. How dare you? My children was in the car. My kids were in the car. My little baby, the car, you seen the car, y'all? It was just so smashed in. And it went all the way into the back. Don't forget to tell them about those headaches. You all got seriously. Yes. They say they are going to do MRIs. They're going to do CAT scans, everything when we get there. And I love that. Yeah, they're going to do all of that for us. Because at first I just wasn't feeling talking to an attorney. I wasn't feeling talking about doing all that yesterday. But today I got up and handled my what? Business. Because I have children. And as a mother, you don't play about your kids, especially when somebody else, instead of her saying, I'm so sorry. That's what I would have done. I would have said, I'm so sorry. Are the kids okay? No. And I just said, and she couldn't spit anymore. Yes, I put my ass, bitch. I'm fixing what? Put you on your ass. Excuse my French. I am. I'm gonna put you on your ass. You spit on me, period. Okay. So I'm okay. The lawyer says I'll be fine. So, guys, I will be fine. We will be fighting it. I will drag it to the motherfucking end. Okay? To the what? End of time. Yes, I will. I will drag it. Don't fuck with me. I will drag it, baby. I'm from the what? Bloody nickel. Ain't that right, Don? And, but the bloody nickel, you just raised like that. You just raised like that. And then, don't get me wrong, I know how to turn it on and turn it off. I do. At work, I turn it on. And when I'm off work, I chill, because you have to be professional at work. And we know this. You don't see me acting crazy at work. And you don't see me acting crazy anywhere else unless somebody what? Bothers me, or my children. That's when the mama bear kick in, So I know you all you ladies can relate, when it comes down to your kids or somebody spitting on you. Mm-hmm. Just nasty. Down. I didn't even think about that, cousin 19. I didn't even think about that at all until they brought it up yesterday in the chat. I said, God damn it. Hope she don't have it. I really don't. I really don't want it because I'm not feeling it. Last time I did good. So hopefully I don't get it. But if I am to get it, hopefully I'll be okay. Like I was the first time. Remember the first time I was on here and everything. And the doctors are even shocked because I had the worst case. They were like, what the hell? Are you cleaning up your house and you got this, So my kids, they all went through it just recently. Y'all know that. Both my kids had it. Both my sons had it. One had the middle one, and then the older one got it from the middle one. Just I told him he had it, and he still was in there with his what? Brother. Because they love each other. They're very close. And I love that my kids are close. I said, if I leave here, y'all got to take care of each other, You have to take care of each other, including your little brother. You have to take care of him. If I leave here, don't worry. I have insurance, and I've already put it to what they left instruction for what they need to do if I leave here. But I want them to be. I love that they're close. Some siblings are not close at all, and my kids are very, very close. I like that. They ride or die for each other. And they ride or die for their mama too. Sure do. She could yell at you, but not ask about your children. Right. Just off. But you could tell she was kind of under the influence of something, like she was kind of on something. You can kind of tell. because she was, I don't know, moving funny, moving funny. She was moving funny to me, and I'm like, girl, I'm about to what? Muhammad Ali your ass. Okay. Yes, that's what I'm about to do to you, honey. I'm about to get it. Yes. And anybody else that spit on me can get it. Okay? I'm just saying. You know, I don't enjoy fighting. I'm getting too old for that shit. You know, I am getting too old to be out there boxing. I am. But when it comes down to my kids, you know, that's the main thing, guys. If it comes down to my kids, I will get with you, you know. And I always said that I'm not going to get in trouble or anything unless it's something to do with my kids, period. You know, I'm not. I don't have time for the ish, the boy ish. I don't, you know. I really don't. And like I said, nothing. What? Punk about me. Nothing. You know, I just don't indulge in the crap. You know, I just don't have time for it. I don't have time for that. You know, we all run our things the way we want to run things, and that's how I run mine. Okay, that's me, Maria. Okay. Um, did y'all hear about your Rihanna? This girl got pregnant for ASAP Rocky. Girl, what do y'all think about that? I just personally, I hate that she's a baby what mama. I'm a baby mama, you know. I try to tell my daughter, you know, try to do it the right way, baby. You know, I don't want you running around being a baby mama like your mama. Okay? I don't. I just, you know, with him, you know, we heard the rumors, the alleged rumors about him, you know, like in the other team sometimes. And I just think that she should have, my opinion is that she should have waited a little longer and possibly married him. You know, that's my opinion because I'm old school. You know, and we want the best for our kids. Period. You know, I tell all my kids, you get married before you have kids. Period. Please, because you're not gonna. You know, I tell my daughter all the time, you're gonna be a baby mom. You know, and it's hard being a single parent. It is hard to be a single parent because it just I really want my grandkids to be raised in a two-parent home, you know, and that's what's missing right now a lot in our community, a two-parent home. And I really want my kids to raise their kids in a two-parent home, and I want them to find someone on their level, educationally, educational wise, you know, religion wise, everything. I really do, so they can be equally yoked, you know. Gosh, but I'm like Rihanna, girl. What in the world? Let me show you this girl's thing. I hope this thing will let me bring up this darn story. It's a care of us. Try to see if I can get to it. Stand by. No. Hold on, precious loves. Get out the way. I want the photos. Is this it? Nope. Oh, yeah. This is it, guys. I don't know why it won't let me scroll down. Let me see. Here it is right here, guys. This is the story. Let me see if I can open it up. Dang. Pisses me off when I can't scroll down on the thing. Ugh. Really does. It just pisses me off when it does that. Um, stand by, please. Mm-hmm. You're my baby boy. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you so much. Yes, I do. Mm-hmm. I want a window. Could that be it? Mm-hmm. I don't know why it won't let me do it. You know, I always see hell no, don't share that. Hey y'all, hey. I like when they say that. Hey y'all, hey. I don't know why it won't let me just. Yes, I see the button over here but it would not let me scroll, bitch. Excuse my French. It just would not let me scroll. 30 as hell. Let me just get back up here. I have to learn that. Yeah. Some people say, you don't know how to work a computer, girl. Do you see a little baby bump, y'all? Y'all see a little baby bump? Look at this. I'm like, girl, you about good 5 months already. Look like she's about 5 months, right? Look like she's about 5 months, 5 or 6 months, because she was already kind of little. And those little women, when they get to showing, they are up there. Unless she's having all babies. She may be having all baby. If she's 3 or 4 months, that means she's having all baby, and it's gonna be a big baby, you know? It really is. Hi, Jesse, how are you? So good to see you today. Y'all. But Miss Rihanna, yes, she best friend got pregnant for his boy. Uh, any thoughts on her being pregnant for him? Hey, AT2, how are you? Like, this girl got pregnant. I'm like I said, I would like for the kid to be raised in a two-parent home. I don't want to see them breaking up in a couple of months. And she's by herself with that baby. Cute little bump, right? Yes, it is. I like the way she has the dry. And nowadays a lot of women show their tummies. We weren't raised to show our tummies. We had maternity clothes, right, guys? We would, but nowadays they have shirts that open up and show the tummy and everything. It's like, wow. We never did that. I don't know if y'all did that or not, but we never did that when we were younger. Showed our tummies. We always had on these big old maternity shirts, and I think it's cute how people show their tummy. Well, we had stress marks too, though. We did scratch. Okay, we did scratch. Yeah, when your stomach itched, we scratch. But some people don't scratch. They will use cocoa butter, and that did not work for me. Okay, they stay right there where they are. The stretch marks they did. You know, I think she's in love, and it just happened. Could be yes. Could be yes. Hmm. Yes, it could be that she's in love. Uh, we all were in love when we had a baby. Right? We pretty much thought we were in love when we got pregnant, and then they say, "No, what?" You say, "Fine." I mean, in some cases, the man says, "Fine me." You know. Look at what's her name? Allegedly played by Cardi. How he did her. He made her wait. She said this out of her own mouth, allegedly. I have to say allegedly. Out of her own mouth. He made her wait and not show that she was pregnant throughout his whole time of making his album. And when he put his album out, he did not want her to tell anyone that she's pregnant. He made her keep it a secret. Really? I have to keep my pregnancy. And she said she did it because she loved him. But girl, did you think about it? Why wouldn't he want nobody to know that he's having a child? One day, eventually, somebody's going to know, right? So why he couldn't know then? Hmm. She really loved him to hide her pregnancy. Yes, she's very beautiful. Yes, but she hid her pregnancy for him while he made his album and when he brought it out. And then she had her baby. And you know where he was? Did y'all see where he was? Playboy Cardi, where he was? Allegedly, when she was giving birth to their child? Where was he at? Does anybody know? Does anybody know where he was when she was having their baby? You know where he was? With Uzi Vert playing PlayStation. And your child was being born. He's playing PlayStation, allegedly. With Uzi Vert. Was not there to see the birth of his child. Because of what? PlayStation. Really, sir? PlayStation? And your son is being born? We had the ugliest maternity clothes too. Yes, we did, yo. Oh my God, I had one with flowers. Oh my God. Hey, speak for myself. How you doing? Oh my God. Yes, we did have the ugliest maternity clothes. Yes, we did. They said like baby here. Yes. No, I had big flowers on my maternity clothes. Oh my, and I was so ugly with my daughter. Them girls were turning so ugly. She turned me black as night, first of all. And then, I get a line across my nose when I get pregnant. And I've seen that line on several content creators' nose as well. Say, I see that line. I can tell you've been pregnant because you get a line across your nose. My mom get a line. When we get pregnant, we get a dog line across our nose. And boy, my daughter, and she saw a picture of me pregnant with her. She's like, "Oh, who is this?" I'm like, "That is me, pregnant with you." Oh, yes, a pants with the lots of waist, yes, ma'am. Yes, and then they started making skinny jeans that way. Yeah, they did that. We like chick jeans back in the day. Yes, girls still, you're a beauty. Yes, they do. Them girls had you up. That girl had me so ugly. I gained 80 pounds with her. I thought I could just eat anything while I was pregnant with her. Now, y'all met my son last night, the oldest one. He was 9 pounds, 13 ounces. And I gained only 25 pounds from him. That means they ate up half of the damn food pound. He got half of the pounds I taken in, right? damn near half of the pounds, right? I was like, this boy is huge. And I had him. Oh, he almost killed me. I started hemorrhaging. Yeah, he almost killed me. I was like, why the hell? You didn't give me a what? C-section, sir. Thank goodness I'm back and fat and everything's great. Good to go. Yes, he fucked me up. Yes, he was 9 pounds, 13 ounces. Look how skinny he is now. He was huge. The other babies were normal, 7 pounds, 2 ounces, 7 pounds, two. No, he was 9, 13. Yes, he almost killed me. Yes, he did. I almost died his ass. And I had all of the kids natural, you know. And like you said, the maternity clothes were oof, and the girls will definitely steal your looks and put it in them. Because my daughter is so gorgeous. Lord have mercy, she's so gorgeous. She is. And girl, I told her, child, you made me look like what? Who did who? I'm serious. Men will look at me and be like turn their head like, oh my God. That's how I told her I was. My nose about this big, okay? The nose flare, right, guys? Your nose will flare. My lips was about this damn big, sticking out. Um, I was so up from the floor up with her. I was. Gosh, Shannon says, my mom used to say when you're pregnant, you have 1 foot in on land and 1 foot on the grave. Yes. Your mother is very, 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 very right. A girlfriend of mine says it's like at death's door. Like you're going to die, right? When you get ready to die, it's when the baby comes. She never lied. She never lied. It feels like that you're halfway light, half alive, half dead. Oh my gosh, I got the nose line too. Oh, you do it? Yeah, see, we got something coming, girl. I got the line right there. I got that. Mm. But it doesn't get dark until I get pregnant. It gets really dark when I get pregnant. After I had a baby, it just lightens up. Yeah, I saw the picture of me when I had the heart surgery, right? How dark I had gotten. I didn't even realize I had gotten that dark. I was dark as my little head boy back here. I was. I was dark as hell. It's like it was just raining my body. And then I had the before, and then I had the after picture. I don't know if y'all seen that video. It's on my page. The video of me when I had surgery and then after surgery. It messed me up. It really did. Guys, that nose line, honey. That nose line is not no joke. I don't know who else has a nose line on here, but when we get pregnant, our nose get a line across here. And I know a couple of content creators who do have a line on their nose. And I'm not going to call their name or anything, but I noticed the line. I did notice the line. I was like, oh my God, she has a line like me. It's just, and then you get a line up your stomach, you know, and you can wear chick jeans or the neon shirts. Who knows about that? Chick jeans with the neon shirt and those spark belts, those spike belts, double spike belts. Could tell us nothing back then, back in the day. Okay. Yeah, she's having a baby. I just, like I said, I hope and pray that they stay together. I hope they stay together and raise the child together. I'm tired of seeing these single moms, especially over here where I live. There's so many single women. They just take one lady was out there. I want to bring her up at the bus stop. She had twins, and it was so cold outside. It was so cold. And I offered her a ride, but I guess she was nervous to get in my car. But I was like, well, I can take you where you need to go. There's your babies. I know it's cold as hell out here. It's cold. And she had twins. She had one on hand where like the double carrier. And I was just like, wow, she has to go with those babies, by herself. Where's the daddy? Help me, you know? And who knows, he may be at work, but I just didn't like the fact that she had to take the bus with those twins. That's all in the cold. Yeah, it says I was tiny back then. I gained 100 pounds all for velocity with weeks. Wow. My boy was 9 pounds, 5.5 ounces. Woo, it's a big baby. I had 3 natural, no medicine, nothing. But the fourth I enjoyed with epidural. Oh my God. I had all my kids natural. And yes, it's deadly. I just want people to know who does not have any kids. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It hurts to have a baby. And y'all can verify that. She had a big baby like me, 9 pounds, 5 ounces. That's a huge baby. The babies look like they come out crawling already. That's how big they are. They look like they can crawl already. And my son, God knows, that one was not too cute. My oldest one, oh, honey, I had to make him. I had to form him. His nose over here, his head was way back here. Baby, I rubbed that head every day. You know how you got to shape the head. And I had that nose, that olive oil, that nose. Now he is the most perfect face and body and nose and head. Because his mama shaped him, damn it. I said, oh my goodness. That's look at this ugly baby. And he always said, Mama, I was not ugly. Yes, you were, son. I had to form you and I had to shape you up. Okay. I was, if you see the picture of me when I took it with him in the hospital, I'm looking like this. He's dad like, I'm like, this little ugly baby. But I got him together. And the girls are all on him. You hear me? Them girls are, go crazy over him. I'm telling they be calling me, Mama, your son, he just, he won't treat me right. He be just sneaking around. I said, baby, I'm sorry. He's in college and, he's not ready to settle down, but we get ready to settle down. You pick the right person, honey. What the hell you want me to do, girl? Shit, I can't do nothing about that boy. He dates who he wants to date. And y'all, I'm not sure y'all have that problem yet, but yeah, the girls will call me and they'll be like, Miss Ma'am. One of them will call me, ma'am. Yes, your son, I love him so much. I love him so much, and he just won't do right. I said, well, baby, did he tell you he love you? She said, no. I said, well, just wait till he tell you he love you. I wouldn't love him until he tell me he love what me. Okay, baby, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Tell him straight up. Don't let him do you any kind of way. Hell, move on, child. Move on. Don't let him do you any kind of way, but they love. It's just I say that boy. I don't know what the hell he doing to them girls, but they goes crazy, and they be ready to fight each other down. And they call me, she over here, she over here. I'm like, okay, I'm not getting out of my bed to go. No, well, I'll call him. Hello, sir. Don't be a door for neither one of them. Don't open your door. Let them go home, please, because you're gonna have trouble at your house, sir. Yes, it's just something else. Badass. Just I don't know. But like I said, with the pregnancy thing with Rihanna, I hope she does well. I hope everything works out for them. I really do. But after seeing it, she said it's horrible, but what was the easiest with no pain? He flew out. Really? Oh, well, my daughter, I didn't realize what was happening because it was my first child. All I know I was just tossing and turning in the bed, just tossing and turning, like feeling like menstrual cramps or something. I really didn't know what happened until they just ran in and said, "Time, push." And I'm like, what? It's my first baby, I was like, okay, let me push. I pushed. Put that hand right out. Two push, boom, boom. The hell out of here. I do all of them like that. What? No more than three push. They be telling you to stop pushing. What you do? Continue to push, don't you? You continue to push. When they be like, no, don't put, I'm going to push. Okay? I want this baby the hell out of me. Because as soon as the baby comes out, guess what? The pain stops, doesn't it, ladies? The pain stops. Yeah, they tell you, no, stop pushing. Oh, hell no, bitch. It's coming out. I don't care what you say. It's coming out of me right goddamn now. Okay? So, Rihanna, I hope she can have it natural too, because a lot of folks that got the epidural, they say they have problems with their back. I'm not sure if you do or not, yeah, but some people that I know still have problems with their back to this day from the epidural. I just, I don't know how the hell I had all my kids natural, like an idiot. I could have got medicine, but I just didn't choose to get it, like an idiot. Just suffered my ass off the whole time. It hurts, okay, to have a baby. It does. So, like I said, you see what Playboy Carter was doing allegedly while his child was being born. He was playing PlayStation with his friend, and it came out of her mouth herself, that he was, not there. He was not there, and he's barely there now. You know, I want Rihanna. I want the best for her. I really do. I want the best for her. I want the best for my child as well. Uh, Yes, she said, girls start fighting over boys. Two boys fought over my 13-year-old grandson at a basketball game. He's on the team. Oh, gosh. I bet he's handsome. It's all I know. Yes, the girls be throwing down. And my son Jose, he had two girls fight on him, a white girl and a black girl. I'm sorry, but the white girl ended up tearing the black girl up over him. And the black girl and the white girl asked him, so you got to be with me now since I won the fight? And he was like, no. I was like, psycho. I mean, like these little girls are something else. That's when he was in middle school. So wow. Yes, I told my husband when dating, and still now, don't get it twisted. I love you, but I love me more. Right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so yeah. I'm so glad you're married. I'm so glad you're married. I am. I love to see married couples. I love that. I love to see black love, black mixed love. It doesn't matter. I love to see love, period. And like I said, I want her to have her a two-parent home. I want baby to have a two-parent home. I hope they get married. I really do. Same. One black one. She said same. One black, one white. Yes. Yes. And I like dating out of our race. I do. I like dating out of our race. So I like dating out of our race. I do. You know, um, it's just that with the way things are going now, I'm so sick of it with the one parent home. I am sick of it. The women need help. They do. They need help. And these guys just think they could just impregnate you and just bye bye, be gone, and come when they feel like it. Like, really, Bassett? I'm having a whole baby here. This girl said that this boy was playing PlayStation. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying. He was playing PlayStation while his child was being born. Really? Yes, I had horrible back labor with these girls and back problems now. Oh, yes. The labor, like I said, you think you're dying, right? You actually think you are dying, right? You think you're at the end. Help me, God. And no tear will come out, would it? Would a tear come out your eye when you trying to have a baby? Hell no. You know what's that? You just want one little tear to come out. Just one. And not one damn tear will come out your eye. You be trying to cry, but the damn tear won't come out. Right? They black girls suspended from school, white girls suspended from all basketball games. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh yes, baby. They like some brothers, honey. Yes, they do. They like them some little brothers. I tell my kids all the time, but my oldest son, he liked black women, period. Now Jose, he would go there to Hispanic, white, whatever. But my oldest son, straight black. Straight black. That's how he is. I was like, wow. And a lot of Hispanic girls love him. They love him. Mexican Latinas, they love my oldest son, but he would go straight black. But Jose, different story. Buddy roll will go with, Hispanic or white, whatever. But I just can't believe how much they've grown. I'm glad that they're. I'm just glad that they okay. I am. I'm glad they're all right. But these kids, yeah, they fighting over these boys. Like it ain't nothing like they're married to him or something. And one girl called my son a bitch on her text message. Tell me why you didn't call me all day, B. I responded and said, call my son another B. Call him another B. You gonna know who the B is, little girl. Yeah, what's wrong with you? I said, he is not dedicated to now one of y'all, committed to now one of y'all. What the hell you mean? Girl. Yes. And then one girl called my job. She called my job. Who is this? That's called his phone. Who is this? I said, this is his mother. She was just like, she just hung up the phone. Throw it off, girl. I'm dipping in my child's phone. I say, you need to put your phone, a code on your phone, and you need to put it up. Because your little girlfriend just called my job. Okay? Tell her little ass don't do that anymore. So, yes, these kids are something else. They are doing the damn thing. And like I say, please, I tell them all the time. My son played a joke on me. He said, Mom, when it's 2 lines, I think I told y'all this. When it's 2 lines, does that mean you're pregnant? I said, yes, when it's 2 lines, means she's pregnant. He's like, damn. I was like, what is going on? Please tell me. He knew if it had fit, because he know I already told him, make sure you get married. Please. She said, I screamed. I changed my mind. I don't want a baby. That's right, girl. Oh my God. Did y'all see the Asian lady that jumped out of the window of the hospital because she was having so much pain, and her mother-in-law and her husband would not allow them to give her an epidural or any medication? She ran and jumped out the window. Did y'all see that? This woman ran and jumped out the window and made herself meet her own demise. That's how much that baby was killing her, and they would not allow her to get medicine. She kept begging and begging and begging for medicine, and they would not allow her to get medicine. And she jumped out the window. Yes. So I blame that mother-in-law and her husband. That woman was hurting. Hey, you mean she can't have no medicine? What the hell are y'all? I would have told the doctor, hey, this is my body. And yes, you give me some medicine right now if she could take it. She jumped straight out the hospital window. Yeah. Yes. as IG as they are nice, good girls. She said, what? Oh, yes, that happened. Yes. She jumped straight out the window. Yes, she did. Straight out the window. Look it up. It's on YouTube and Google. That woman jumped straight out the window, a Chinese lady. She was like, what's this? I can't take it. And I was like, that mother-in-law knows something else to not allow her to get medication. This woman, some people cannot take it. They cannot. And we can barely take it. Hell, we can barely take it. I'm telling you, tell me how we feel like you're dying. Like you literally dying. Yeah, you be like, oh Lord, I need some medicine. They try to give you Demerol. That shit don't help. Nothing helps when you having a baby, except for what? Epidural. But I didn't want this stuff hanging all out my back like Spider-Man. I didn't want that. So I had to be a G and have them babies natural, and thank goodness my back is doing just fine. Just fine. But yes, who this? She said, who this? It was a Chinese lady. If that's what you're asking, yeah. It was a Chinese lady. Mm-hmm. And her husband and her mother-in-law would not allow her to get medication. And she jumped straight out the window. Yeah, she's like, the hell with this, and jumped. And I'm just like, wow. This lady was hurting. And y'all did not realize it. Y'all was just trying to make her straight, had a baby natural. God damn, she said she hurting. What part don't you understand? So she ran up demise by jumping out the window. Those babies hurt. And people don't realize they hurt, And everybody's not a G like us that can have a baby natural. So I always try to tell people, be a soldier, have your baby natural. They like, oh no, I'm getting an epidural. I try to tell them to have natural, but I can't speak for you because I know it is painful. It is painful to have a baby natural. It is, especially if you're in labor for 23 hours. Yes. Mm-hmm. She said, oh my gosh, no, I didn't. That's so horrible. Yes. Look it up. She jumped straight out the window. I was in awe. And the hospital is up to the mother. Yes. But I guess she was just trying to follow their culture or whatever. Trying to listen to her husband and the mother-in-law. But she couldn't take it anymore. She could not take it anymore. I would have been asked. I would have told them to hell with y'all, mother-in-law and husband. Nurse, doctor, give me some damn medicine right now. But she didn't. She just jumped out the window. Yeah. And my next video, I just want to show like some of the videos of these husbands, how they do their wives. I saw a video the other day. This man was pulling on his wife in the elevator. I don't know if y'all seen that. He's pulling on the elevator and took her all the way to the top and threw her off the building. He threw her right off the building and she met her demise. I was just like, oh, wow. Wow. Sir, how can you do somebody like that you love? Or you loved before? How? And that's what I want to do some videos on, just bring it to your awareness that it's crazy. It's hell. They don't understand. No, I don't want to be with you anymore. They don't understand that. And I've been through that. They don't understand that it would stalk the hell out you. She said, I thought I had to be tough because it was when I was still active duty Navy. Oh my God. I just love that you're in that. Thank you so much for your service. I just love it. No, the girl who called your phone asking you who this. Oh, that was my son's girlfriend. One of his little girlfriends had got my number out of his phone. I guess she seen my number on his phone so much that she called. And I was like, hello. She was like, who is it? Who this? Who is this calling? I said, but baby, this is his mother. Who is this? And she was like, oh my God. And she just hung up. And I told him I want to know who she is. My son ain't going to tell me. He's not going to tell me because I would eat her up. I have had to eat some of them girlfriends up. I had to put them in check. I'm like, he's trying to finish college, honey. He don't have time. And he don't have time for no babies. He doesn't. And I told you one of the girls had 4 kids. Young as hell. I said, baby, you got to find your baby daddy because he has to finish college. And he has to be on his way. He can't take care of you because I take care of him. I'm his mother. I have to send him, I have to pay those damn deposits for those apartments. Those damn dorm rooms and shit every year. I'm like, can't they just transfer the damn deposit? Now I would tell every mama to have epidural. Oh, yes. Yeah. I know. I tell them though, I say try to be a soldier, but they be like, hell no. They already know. It's like somebody already told them what to do. Shit, they go straight in there for the epidural. They do. These young women, they be straight in there, the epidural. Yes, they like that. Oh no, I've already signed for epidural. I say, oh Lord, you know. And but to each its prerogative. That's their prerogative. They want to have that fedora. Just that I went natural, and like you said, you thought you had to be tough because you was in the military, girl. And oh my goodness. And I always wondered though, yeah, about the military women. When they have their babies. What happens? Do they let y'all stay off for a while you have your baby? How much time they give y'all when you have babies? Because I was going to tell them Air Force when I was younger. Because my dad wanted me to go to the military. I was like, Dad, I don't want to do one push up. I was like join Air Force, you know. But uh, I got pregnant, had a baby, and I was like, well, what happens in the military with those military moms uh, when they get pregnant? Do they allow them to have time off like you do at work, or yeah? Do they give you time to uh, have off with your child for a while? Because I know in prison, for what I understand, is that they take the baby like a day later or something. But then I also watch a special where they allow the women to have their kids for up to a year in the prison. So we need to do a story about that as well, you know. But do they give you time off, yeah, in the military when you have your baby, like a lot of good time off when you have your baby in the military? Just want to know because I've always wondered about military women when they have kids. What happens, and who takes care of the baby? Do you have a babysitter? I did. You know what? I'm gonna bring that story back up about the girl in the military. I'm gonna do that later on today. Yep, that is the wrong girl. Yes, wrong girl. I'm sorry. I need to pull my phone up because my comments are coming in late. Uh, so yeah. I just wanted to know if they give you time, how much time they give you off in the military when you have a baby. Uh, Pulling it up now. So yeah. I just wanted to know if they give you time, how much time they give you off in the military when you have a baby. Yep, that was her last comment. Yep, that's the wrong girl. Okay, great. Yes, yeah. That we would all like to know. What happens when you have kids in the military? Are you able to? Do you have someone to take care of your baby, or do you take the baby to the babysitter? Or, I always wonder. Whatever when you go to active duty. You know, I remember when we started the. Hey, Andrea, how are you doing, my love? I remember when the Persian Gulf War. My sister was in the Persian Gulf War. Okay, she was in the Navy. I told you, yeah, she was in the Navy as well, and they were throwing them bombs, baby. And she sent home a. Remember they used to have the cassette tapes. She sent home the cassette tape for my mother to hear, and I told her she was wrong for that, for sending that to my mother, stating that if she doesn't return home, that she loves us and all that. And I'm like, don't ever send mama that. She's crazy. Your mom's crazy about us, and you would send her that. And so um, I watched the special, yeah, and everyone, uh, when the war first began, and they were interviewing a Hispanic lady, and she had kids as well. And she was saying that we're going to go down here. We're going to do what we have to do, and we're going to come home. That's what she said. We're going to do what we have to do and come home. When they started the Iraq War years ago, the Persian Gulf War, you know what I'm talking about, yeah. And do you know, about a month later, they found her. Remember, they found her and several other soldiers buried. They made them meet their demise, and they buried her and several other soldiers, and she was one of them. And I was like, wow, they just interviewed this lady. They just interviewed her, and now they have to tell her children that she's gone. Yes, they buried her and several other soldiers, and they discovered their graves. And I was like, gosh, this lady, and she was so young too. She was in her 20s, very young. And she was just saying that we have to go down here and do what we have to do and come home. But she did not make it home. She did not make it home. I look at the military funerals and I just think, oh my God, they'd be so clean and sharp when they bring them home, their caskets and everything. But at the same time, they're bringing them home not alive, not alive. I wish they would do that for the ones that do make it home as well. I mean, they be clean and sharp to the tick, sharp when they bring their caskets in. And they uh, do perform so well when they bring those guys in that's coming home that have met their demise. But At the same time, like I say, they're bringing them home and they're not alive. So I think that when y'all came home, yeah, that every soldier needs a welcome home, party. I already do. And I think that every soldier should have a home to come to because we have a lot of homeless vets, especially here downtown. We have a lot of homeless vets. Like they fought for our country. Why are they homeless? There's no way a vet should be homeless. It's no way a vet should be homeless. Period. You know, period. They fought for this country. They should be able to have a home to come to, a free home to come to. I think everyone would agree with that. These people went over there and fought. A lot of them have PTSD. They should be able to get the free help they need. Yes, they do have the VA. It's hard to get in that VA. My dad goes to the VA. My sister goes to the VA. And it's kind of hard to get a good. It's so long for the appointments and everything, and the emergency room. Oh my goodness, it's forever. You know, but it's just like the vets should. I just think the vets should be treated much better. Period. They should. And we, like I say, we thank you for your service. We thank all of them for their service because they fought for this country, and we don't know all the things they've been through over there. We don't know. My sister said, I can tell you this. My sister got a lot of money from the military because something happened to her on the ship. Because there's only 8 women on her ship, battle arms ship. There's only 8 women on her ship. Okay, she got a bunch of money from their asses, but it did mess up mentally. Kind of messed up a little bit mentally as far as she doesn't trust men. She does not trust them. She's ready to put a bullet in them quick. Excuse my French. She is. She's ready to put some heat in them. That's how she is. And I'm like, you need help. She goes to the VA, and they actually sent her up to Chicago with several other Marines and Army women to help them be, with their therapy and stuff like that, to help their minds get right. But yeah, she's very intelligent. Don't get me wrong, smart. She has 2 degrees, very intelligent, but she doesn't play when it comes down to who? A man. She doesn't. She's married to a woman right now. That's how much she don't play. She's married to a woman right now. First thing they tell you in boot camp is that your family was not issued in your ditty bag, which is your supply bag. Wow, that's very interesting. Hmm. Very interesting. Yeah. Was boot camp very hard for you? Jesse says, my husband was in first Gulf War. That's what my sister was. I was scared because of the Scud missiles. Yes, I remember seeing those Scud missiles. Jesse, I do remember them. But the U.S., they can bust them. They can bust their missiles wide open. Have you seen that? They can just, when they shoot their missile, U.S. just boom, just bust them in the sky. I'm like, wow. There's a video of a shows the United States Air Force, I believe, that's, sending bumps down. And that video was not a joke. And I may play it on here one day and use this fair commentary, but to show that the United States be on fucking point. They're so cold that these people did not even see them in the sky. They did not see them in the sky. They were wondering where they were coming from. They could not see us. And the United States be on point. I'm telling you, they be on point. And that's why those other countries are jealous of us, because we do have a great military. We do have a great military. We do. Every service, Navy, Army, Marines, Air Force, they're all good. Great at what they do. Yes, they're great at what they do. And honey, when I tell you they were on point, they was tearing them up. The only thing they didn't hit was it was just interesting to me how they communicated. It was like, get the gray car, get the white blue truck, get the one running over there, get this one over here. I'm not sure if y'all saw that video, but I'm going to play it for y'all this evening so y'all can see how tough we are. And that's why I said a lot of countries are pissed and jealous of what we are, especially our one. You have to watch them. Just to say, the Army says that too. If they wanted the troop to have a wife, they would have issued him one. Huh. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I said the Vietnam vets were ostracized. Yes, when they would come home, rocks thrown, people treated them poorly. I totally understood your sister. Oh my God. And a lot of them, my dad told me that they would find guys all the time in those bathrooms over their way, just or somewhere just doped out and they've overdosed, literally overdosed from the opium and all that stuff over there. Yes, very hard, but I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I know it's hard. Yeah, yeah, I really do know it was hard. Yeah, I know it's hard. But look at what Jesse says. That they say you, if they wanted you to have a wife, you would have been issue one. And the Vietnam War was honey, was nothing nice. We know this. I watch specials on it all the time, and it was very hard to see that, you know, and to see what y'all go through. Just because you're on a ship, don't mean shit. Because you're definitely in the middle of it. When you're on a ship, you're definitely on the middle of it, and those planes and stuff come from those ships too. Submarines, you know. My cousin said she was on a cruise and she saw a submarine come right out the water and went right back in the water, y'all. She was so excited. I was like, wow, that's very exciting. She said the submarine just came up, Navy came up and just went right back down in the water. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to show you that they are watching us, y'all. So we need to appreciate them. They are watching us. I recall one other time we went fishing, right? Over in a little, by the ship channel area. We went fishing. And there was just a little gate about so high and it just went downward, right? So the guy I was with, we had the kids with me. I had my kids with me and we were fishing. Trying, I couldn't fish. I was trying, but I couldn't fish. But anyway, he crossed over the gate to go on that side to go fish. Tell me who came out and told him to get his happy ass back over the fence. The US government, Homeland Security, came out and told him, sir, you need to cross back over that fence. Thank you. I was so shocked. I was like, first of all, where the hell they come from? Right? Where did they come from? And secondly, I told him to get his dumb ass over the fence. He stood there arguing with me. I said, get your ass over this fence, sir. The hell you doing? Before they bust you over the fence. Yes. So we are being watched so thoroughly by the government. We are being watched and we are being protected by these service folks, these service guys and women. We are. So we need to appreciate them. We really, really need to appreciate them. And we really, really need to donate to the vets. That's a place where we can put our tithes at as well. We really thank you for your service. My daddy, he doesn't say it. He just says thank you. But I blush so much everywhere we go because he wears his little old Air Force hat from the VA. And I'm very proud of him because, back then it was very hard to get in the Air Force. You know this, right? And they try to make it harder for who? Us. So that goes to show you he was what? Intelligent to get in there, you know? So I'm very proud, I'm proud of my sister as well. She actually, I've probably seen her. She, at one of the baseball games, they allowed her to throw the first pitch because she was in the service. They recognized them from being in the service in the war, in the Persian Gulf War. Yeah. Yes, I am so thankful for you. I am. I'm serious because they are protecting us, guys. They really are. The Homeland Security came out of nowhere. Do you hear me? And told him to get his ass back over that fence, sir. Please step back over the fence. Thank you. This is secured location. I was like, what the hell? How about we just get the hell out of here altogether? How about that? I was trying to crab off like shit. Forget them crab and fish. Let's get the fuck out of here. Because I was just like, wow. They were protecting the ship channels is where the ships come in and do their docking and put the goods up there and everything. Watch, honey. The United States watch. And I love that. I love that how they protect us. So we have to respect the servicemen and women. We have to respect them. You know, we do. I personally didn't want my kids to go in there while Obama was in office, but I told my son, if you want to, you can go to the Air Force. If you like to go, you can go to the Air Force. But we'll see. We will see. We'll see. But I don't want him. Hey, Stacey, I don't want him, working for old boy, the old one, the old guy. I don't want him working for him, being over on his watch. No. Again, you are very welcome. It was a great experience for me and really helped me see life in a whole different perspective. Damn it, I should have interviewed you, Yaya, because I really had questions. And I'm glad you're answering them for us. Yes, we thank you for your service. Really do, you know. And not only men were meeting their amounts, women too was out there fighting down, fighting down. And Jesse says, yeah, yeah, he stayed on them until he got the 5 years of back pay and now the 100%. That's right. My sister get 100% too now. And she works because of what happened to her. See, you know what? Because what happened to her. But you know, usually you can't get the 100% when you're working like that. Hmm. That's good. I'm glad he stayed on their backs. Yes, he was Marine. Yes, yes, yes. I love my father very much. And he was very intelligent. He's very intelligent. And I just pray for him all the time, to make sure he's been worried about me with this accident. And his nerves are kind of bad. I said, Daddy, don't worry. Everything will be fine. Papi, everything will be fine. You know, don't worry. I don't want you worrying at all. She said, oh, wow, Jess, that's great. Yes, 100%. That is wonderful. Because nowadays, I think they try to give you 70%, right? And then they start at 70%, if I'm not mistaken, right? And then they don't want to give you that 100%. You got to really just get down on them for that 100%. Yes. Hi, Stacy Nelson TV. That's my friend. She's so precious. Yes. So, one day we'd like to hear more, about the military. I saw it when they were training the Marine women. Oh my goodness. They were barely making it. They were barely making it. I was like, see, Dad, I want to go to the military. No, I can't do no push ups and that. No, Daddy. No. You know? No. And my sister came back like she is. No. Mm-mm. Because my sister, she packs everywhere in her truck, on her hip, everywhere. And, like she has a little two shot on her hip. And I'm like, girl, you know, you just packing too much, heat. But she's just paranoid, she's very paranoid. And I feel sorry for somebody they do try to come up on her. I really feel sorry for the guy if he does try to approach her in a negative way because he's gonna get it. He gonna get it. He really is because she's lost it when it come down to that. She told me if she ever see, you know what, she would throw up. So they're gonna show you that she's traumatized. Yeah, it says, I think Natasha is active duty as well. Really? Natasha is active duty still. Oh my goodness. Wow. It's so many military women on here that is so interesting to me. It is. I would like to know more about that. Hi, Miss Vines and Roses. My daughter is a Marine. I'm so proud of her. I know you are. What they say, simplify. I never heard that until one time two guys came in my office and they said simplify to each other. I was like, what is that? It's like it's a Marine term, you know? And for your daughter, by Miss Vitamin Roses, to make it through that, because I saw the special on what they go through their boot camp, she's good. She's darn good because it's hard. If you look at on TV, Miss Vine, they have a special on it. They have to hike all these miles and learn how to shoot. And if they don't shoot SHOT, they don't do that hit the bullseye enough times, they have to go. They have to go, And if they can't make those heights, I mean, they be tired. Yes, Semper Fi, that's right. And I had no idea what that meant until they told me, because I'm like, Semper Fi, what is that? And they told me what it was. I was like, wow, that is so interesting. The Marines are tough, honey. No, Marie, that rate you by body parts. She said they rate you by body parts. Really? I know one guy had to come home because he had club feet. He had club feet and they made him come home. They discharged him. Had to come home. Yeah. And those Marine women, honey, baby, they, boy, they go through some stuff. All of y'all go through stuff with that boot camp. I heard boot camp is not a joke for any service. For any service, you know. That's why I say, boy, y'all got power, sisters. Y'all do have power. And I'm proud of y'all. I really am proud of y'all. I'm glad y'all made it home. The ladies that did make it home, I'm glad they made it home. Unfortunately, some people didn't make it home. And I just hate that. I see the wives online grieving over their caskets and stuff. I just hate that. How do you feel about them ending the latest WAR, the war? Yeah, yeah. Do you think it was right for them to go ahead and pull out as they did? This with the recent one with these out of Afghanistan and the other location. Do you think it was good that they pulled out finally? Because we've been there for years. Iraq, we've been there for years. And what did those guys do? The soldiers that they trained, they put their guns down and ran. Like we were going to be there forever. I noticed that. I did notice that. So Taliban came straight on in there and took over real quick. Wow. Do you think we should have left? I bet you are so proud. Marines are tough. Yes, they are. I watched a Marine guy whoop 3 guys of his girlfriend online. I was like, oh my God, this little skinny thing is knocking them out too. Knocking them straight out. Yes, shout out to the military teaser family. Yes, shout out. Yes, they are tough. All of them are tough. The Navy SEALs are very tough as well. They are very tough as well, but all of them are tough. All of them can kick some butt. And I respect all of them. I really do. Every service, I do. Because each one has their own thing. Air Force, air, you know, smarts, electronics, watching us, you know, Navy, they're watching us on the water. They got the water covered, and then we have the Marines and Army, land and helicopters. And I just think that it's awesome. I do. I just couldn't. I just didn't want to join. I say no, sir. I'm a girl, and hell no, I don't not do no push up, and I don't want to go. I just don't want to go. I would go to school. Okay, that's where I would go. You know. But I'm so glad you answered all our questions, Yaya. I'm really happy you answered all our questions. Wow. Oh, they reached my body parts. Oh my God. Oh, I am so happy that you made it back here, Yaya. I am. You finally start hunting by 5 of boot camp. She said you finally start hurting by week 5 of boot camp. Finally start. Maybe I'll be hurting the first week, Yaya. What y'all say? I'll be hurting the first week. I would. I'd be like, I'm ready to go home. I want to go home cook or something. I'm ready to go home. She said by week 5. Girl, how many weeks is the boot camp actually, Yaya? Jesse's asking where you're in Pensacola as well. I know my sister was in San Diego. I think she was in San Diego. I plead the 5th. She said she pleads the 5th. I understand. My sister pleads the 5th a lot too. She does. When I ask her questions about certain things, she will not tell me. She won't. Because some of those things are secret, military secrets. You know. But at least they did just pass the law about the harassments of women in the military. They're not playing with that right now. So all y'all upper guys, higher classmen, that leave these women alone. They didn't just pass the law. Yes. She said, my hometown, Pensacola, Florida. I knew someone in Pensacola. She said, Jesse, no, I was not. I went straight from Orlando to Naval Security Group activity in SGA Skaggs Island, California. Sounds so important. Whew. I would like to know more. I would like to know more. Oh my God, I would like to know more. Yeah, I really would. But I know you can't tell everything. I mean, don't y'all think that's so interesting? I do. I think it's very interesting. And I think it's interesting that Mrs. Rose's uh, daughter is in the military, in the Marines. Baby, she has to be tough to go through that. She said, whoop, stop hurting week 5. Baby, I'm telling you, week 1, I will be telling them I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to go home. Yes, I'm ready to go home, be my man and chill and cook. That's what I want to do. So I say I live near Fort Walton Beach, not far from Pensacola. Yes. Yeah, yeah, to my stop. I'm telling you. Hell no. Yeah, yeah. I couldn't do it. No. I'm too damn pretty for the military on it. I'll be like, sir, can I put my wig on? He'd be like, hell no, you going bald, bitch. 12. So it's 12. Oh, hell no. Especially if you heard it at week 5, yeah, yeah. Really? At week 5 and you have 12? Hell no. I'm telling you, week 1, I'm out. I'm ready to go. And thank you. I told my daddy, hell not, daddy. Let me go to college. I'll be all right. I like numbers, daddy. I like numbers. So, hey, yeah. Wow, MSV. So I just, oof. I get chills when I hear about these women in the military. I do. I get chills because I love it. Tough. You can just tap, tap. This guy taught me so many things because he was in the military from where he was from. He's from another country. Very small world, right, Jesse? And he showed me so many things on how to kind of like fight. He did. He showed me a lot of shit. And I did pull one of them on one guy. I'm telling you, I hit him in his eyes. His nose says, yes. So the military, they teach them all kinds of secret stuff to do. I know they do. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's 8 weeks regular, 4 weeks boot camp, 4 weeks appreciation ship training. Oh my goodness. Miss Brown Rosa, yes, yeah, yeah. Yes, I am. Just said I would have hit her too for spitting on me. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Nip it in the bud, ma'am. Nip it right in the bud. I'm sorry. But it's just a reflex. It's like, puh, puh, you know? It's like that. Like a reflex. Somebody spit on you, you come back. Like that, you know? And the teeth fell out. Came out. And like I said, I didn't have. I had no idea. I didn't. I hate that I did that. Like I said, I hate I did that. I didn't want to knock a damn teeth out, but I was trying to let her know that you don't spit on nobody. Okay? Please. She said, just yes, write down 98. Wow. Oh my goodness. Ugh. That's so great. I really think it's wonderful. I say, that bass is, girl, yeah, yeah, I got to interview you one day, please. She said, that bass is critologic. I'm sorry, critologic, excuse me. Top service base. And has now been closed. It's by, I can't see hardly, Mare, Mare Island and the Navy shipyard. And it's closed down right now. You say, oh man. Yeah, yeah, say 5. You stop her week 5. You stop her. Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, week 1. Bye. I know I would have said bye. Bye bye. I'm too girly now. I'm your cheerleader. I don't want to do the boot camp. I don't. My sister, she went through it. She did it. And they wanted her to stay. It was most great for me mostly. Oh, it was great for me mostly. Oh, that's good. That was great for you. So I am. But it would be great for me. I just know it would. Yeah, yeah. I'll be crying, ready to go home. Come on. And then just, live as a civilian. Thank you. I'll take civilian. I'll take the civilian for 200, please. Thank you. And what y'all call us? Civilians. Yes, I'll take civilian for 200, please. Yes. Oh, no. Oh, especially Marines either. No, I'm not feeling it. But I think that if I would have joined, I would have been a damn good soldier. You hear me? I think I would have been a damn good soldier. But honestly, I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't. I was not feeling that at all. But I think if I would have joined, we always try to be the best that we can be at anything that we do. So yes, I think I would have been a damn good soldier. And who knows? I probably would have retired from there. Probably would have retired from the military. My sister, the Navy kept asking her to come back, come back, come back. She's like, hell no. She wasn't feeling it. She said, I would have probably socked her too, especially spitting. Yeah, it's nasty. I said, man, Marie is tough. I used to be tough, but now I'm old. I'm old now. And I try to live my life right. I try to live my life right, but you got folks spitting on you. All she had to do was say she was sorry. And she hoped, she if she had some kind of empathy, but this one was just off the chain. She really was. I would have thought she said her spitting on you is an assault. That's what the police officer said. She said self-defense. You claim self-defense. I said, hell yes. Hell yes. It's a reflex. Somebody spit on you, you coming back with what? This. Okay? And you're gonna twist when you hit it. That's boxing, you know? You're gonna twist when you hit it, and she got it. And I'm not proud of it. By far. I'm not proud of it. But I just want y'all to know it's not cool for nobody to go around spitting on you. Okay? Don't accept that. I don't give a damn. Don't accept that. I was too. I went from working in a bank. She said, I went from working in a bank. Oh my God. Baby, no. I will stick with the bank. Yeah, yeah, I'm telling you. I know you pretty too. I know I know you're a beautiful woman because you're married and you have a family, you know. And that's what I want. Maybe I should have went to the military. I would if I was. Now I don't know, but I don't think I was not into it. I was not. You would have been good. I think I would have been good too. I think so. I would have been dead serious, because I believe in our country. I do believe in our country. That's why I tell people to vote. Yeah, yeah, in Pensacola. Yeah, yeah, in Pensacola. Yeah, yeah, is the military woman. You hear me? Yeah, Jesse is a military man. Miss Vine's daughter is. Oh my God, we need to give them their roses one day here on the channel. We really do. Give them their roses on this channel. People think Veterans Day is just a day off. It's not just a day off. Mm-mm. It is real. Veterans Day is to show your appreciation to these vets for protecting us. Because if it wasn't for them, we would be what? Slaves by now. We really would. If it wasn't for them, we would be slaves right now. Seriously. So, it's just, if you see any military personnel anywhere, just tell them thank you for your service. It makes them feel good to know that someone else cares. Because, like I said, when they come home sometimes, they don't even have a place to live. And it's sad. They need to have a place for every vet to live when they get here. That's something we can do in the community too. Something we can do in the community too. It's sad I don't have a damn car right now. So sad. It is. It's sad I don't have a car. But that's the lawyer contacting me, sending me a text. But I gotta give it to y'all. Y'all are blessed. Y'all are tough, intelligent, smart, beautiful women and men, handsome men that serve this country. We really appreciate it. We really do. Don't live in Pensacola now. I'm Michigan. Ooh, I have a very good Navy friend in Pensacola. My sister has great Navy friends. When she got married, they all came to her wedding. They did. I was like, bye bye. Look at these fine things up there. There's a lot of beautiful women in the military. I bet you it is. Bet you it is. I bet you it is. And they can get down too. Yes, you may think the cute. Don't let the cuteness fool you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't let the cuteness fool you. We can get down too. Tough. We have to be tough as women because if we don't, who's going to protect us? Because right now, no men are protecting us. So we got to protect our damn self. Yeah, I said, no, no, no. She said, there are lots of beautiful women in the military. She said, no, no, no. Michigan is very cold up there. And we know they do the foodie up there in Michigan too. Yeah, but Texas right now is leading Chicago in people meeting their demise. Did y'all know that? Yes. Texas is leading Chicago. Isn't that something? I mean, it's just wow. I just love it here, but it's dangerous as fuck. And we don't realize it. We just walk around. That's why I tell my kids, watch your surroundings. I watch my surroundings because I already know what they do. Been there doing it. You got people do it as a job to go out and rob somebody. It's a job, a daily job. So I always leave my little sister in hand when I hit that door because you never know. But we are leading Chicago, and something's wrong with that because we never had a problem like that. And I'm thinking it's people coming from other cities and states here that's doing that. I really do because I don't think. I mean, we've never had a problem like this before, ever. So now everybody's packing. Can't even find no bullets nowhere. Cannot find any bullets anywhere. Mm-mm. We had to go to another state get bullets. I think that's something. Just out continuously. So they're going to show you everybody down here is what? Locked and loaded and ready. Yeah, I say. At the same time, Marie, it usually helps those that can work at a good job afterwards. Yes, it does. Because you can have the college too. They have the GI Bills for the Army folks. You can go to college. One of my coworkers, she was an accountant. She had a degree in accounting, but she went and got another degree in IT per the military. She takes advantage of her shit. But I heard as well, though, that if you have a family member that's been in the military, like your dad or your mom, that you can go to college as well, free. Is that true? It's a secret weapon. Hmm. Yes, it is. Coco Reese is right. I heard that if you have a family member, dad or mother, that's been to the military, that you can go to college as well. Is that true? Yeah. I know that. So you can go to school free too. If that's the case, why not? Go and get to school. Look, I love school. I love going. But it's hard to go to school and work. It is very hard to go to school and work. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yeah. Because you need time to study. It's like when you're in college, you're basically teaching your damn self, right? You're doing a lot of reading. The teachers it's not elaborating on a lot of shit. Read it, learn it, come back and do the work. Turn your work in. It's like you're teaching yourself. It's not like a regular school. To me, college is not like a regular school. They just touch on a couple of things and you read the rest and you do your work and turn it in. Thank you. And if you don't understand, you get a what? Tutor. That's how they work in college. Like, why the hell are we paying all this money if y'all not really teaching us? Yeah. Spencer, I agree. They should have some place to live, even tiny homes. Right. Like, what the heck? These people served our country. These people fought for our country. They lost their limbs for this country. And they need home health care too. The ones that lost limbs and need help around the house. They need to have free home health care. They do stuff so backwards. It's like the people that can work and that's lazy as hell, they give them housing, give them this and that. And then the people that really need it, they don't give them anything. Like the elderly who have disability, they use their disability checks almost a whole check on their rent. But they want to allow them to have food stamps? Really? That's backwards, people. Government, that's backwards. Exactly. And you get your VA loan, etc., etc. Yeah. They need to take care of the vets. They really do. Like, as soon as they get home, they already know they got a house waiting on them. Their family is in the house. Their wife and kids are at the house, at their home that we gave them, the government gave them to live at. And don't have to worry about looking around for a home and, trying to make it. They shouldn't be having to try to make it. That's all I'm saying. Vets should not be having to try to make it when they fought for this country. No way, yeah. Almost all my family is, though. Hmm. They should be not. I'm not trying to say praise, but they should be giving their praise for fighting for us. Yes, but I'm saying that they should be good to go when they get home. Period. They should be good to go when they get home instead of having to scrounge and look around and like a civilian because they fought. They went there and took it down. That's all I'm saying. Military, if you can hear us, they should have what they need when they get home. We're just saying. Just to say, I can't get used to the woman showing her stomach. I don't say, oh girl. I know I never did. I never showed it. Don't like it. Ugh. Yes, I know. They do nowadays, though. Yes, they open their shirts and they have these little t-shirts on, little high shirts up here, and all these see is stomach hanging out. We covered up. I guess we were old school. We covered up. I think it's they got diamonds and stuff like that on their tummies, and but we did cover up. We had those ugly maternity clothes on. Okay, we had all the ugly clothes on. Okay, ugly jeans, bell bottom, stretch jeans, and big shirts. That's what we walk around in when we were pregnant. But nowadays they try to wear the latest fashions, right? When they're pregnant, they try to wear the latest fashions when they're pregnant. You know, get that baby some breathing room. And a lot of them they try to damn near starve their baby because they trying to keep their weight down. Really, no, you need to eat and get a baby nutrition. Your child needs nutrition. Why are you trying to diet? Why you pregnant? You can't diet while you pregnant. You got to eat right. But you do have them like that. They want to try to keep their weight down while they're pregnant, doing lifting weights and all kinds of just put strain on the child. Like, chill out, honey, you're pregnant. Wait till you have a baby, then go for that. That's all I'm saying. You do a little baby exercise, a little arm thing, but all that pumping up 300 pounds and all that when you're pregnant, it's crazy to me. And then you walk around and wonder why your child didn't come out right. Well, look, you weren't eating right because you were trying to stay slim. The baby was not getting enough in nutrition, water, vegetables, meats. You said they're eating smoothies. Girl, my child she would eat smoothies every day while she's pregnant. I'm like, oh, what the hell are you eating to get your baby nutrition? Hell, you want to eat a strawberry smoothie? You know, it's weird to me. Trying to stay slim. No, you're depriving your child. But I really appreciate y'all coming on today. I really do. Um, Thank y'all for your concerns as well. Thank y'all for your concerns as well. Marie, I have to go. Yes, I'm getting ready to get off too. I'll see you later. Have a wonderful day, Marie Monson. Thank you, yeah, Cat. Thank you so much. I love you so much. I appreciate you coming over. Thank you. Wow, we need to interview. Yeah, y'all. We really do because her and Miss Vines, they know. Miss Vines, I would love to interview your daughter as well to ask her what did she go through. I'm not sure if they would allow her to tell everything, but I really want to know, like, was it really tough for her? How was she feeling during that time of boot camp? Because I saw it, and it's tough. And I just wanted to know if did she ever forget it? Did she ever forget it? Or did she recall? Does she think about her boot camp as she's serving? I think I would be thinking about boot camp as I'm serving. I really do. Because I'd be like, okay, I ain't going through this for nothing. I'm going to be the best soldier I can be. That's what I think. But I really, truly do appreciate everyone for coming over. I really do. Yes, but just. I'm out. Yes, yeah. Thank you so much for the information, y'all. We appreciate you. And again, we thank you for your service. We thank all the military members for their service here. Yes. Everyone, please enjoy the rest of your day, as Lisa said. Later, I am definitely coming on with news. I hope you guys join me for the news because I really want to get some news out. Thank you all for being so kind to, be concerned. But we got the turns, y'all. We're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. So we'll be okay. Okay. And I will keep y'all updated. If something changes, I'll keep y'all updated and let y'all know. Until the next time, guys, um, I love you, teasers. Please like the video. Please like. Please don't forget to like before you leave out of here because I don't play music while you like it, okay? And please subscribe if you're a newcomer. I really appreciate you if you would subscribe. And again, thank you all so much. And thank you for allowing me to be who? Me. Okay? I love you guys and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Let's play our little brand, y'all. I love y'all so much. Peace out. Till later.